Let me just verify for your live. Just a moment. And yes, we are live. Great. Welcome to this live stream, and I'm very excited to have you here with us. Today, we will be creating something that is I'm quite I like that application, and this is a standard chat, AI chat, of course, and it's been done thousands of times. You would ask me, why are we doing it again, right? What is that special that we are going to do here? And what we are going to work on is to create chat, AI chat with videos. And what does it mean by chatting with a video? And what I mean by that is, sometimes you may encounter a video that might be 30 minutes long or as high as 4 hours long. And you would want to get some information from the video, but you don't want to sit through the whole video. And this model and the way that we are building it will actually allow users to do exactly that. So they can just load the data of the video, and basically in this workshop we'll be creating the application which takes the YouTube video URL, downloads the video, and then processes it and puts the data into a vector database. And from there on it becomes simpler, because from there on the users can ask whatever questions that they want to ask. And yeah, that's why I'm very excited, because it in a lot of ways it gives you all the fundamentals to build any other sort of AI applications, because most of the components that we are going to build is going to be reusable. We can reuse it in various different types of AI applications, like basically it's a RAG application, which is retrieval augmented generation. And RAG is kind of, the de facto AI standard when it comes to almost all the industry AI use cases. So yeah, quite excited with that. Let's get started. So first thing first, what are we going to use? So from the AI perspective, we will be using OpenAI Whisper model, and this model is called. This model's capability is to take any audio and generate transcriptions from it, and that's exactly what we want, because we want to convert the contents of the video in text, so that we can do vectorizations and things like those. Also, if possible, we would like to store some timestamp. So, the our AI model can give us proof that, hey, this is where the proof is that I this is what was spoken in the video, right? And it was spoken at this time. So if the user wants to go and see the video, what exactly was spoken, then that would be the use case of that feature. Next is just a second. So the next thing is the other AI component, which is a large language model. We will be using ChatGPT 4.0 or something, probably 4.0, because I have access to it, and we can just use it. So that is the AI stack. In terms of the programming, we will be using Python mostly. So not Python mostly, it will be absolutely 100% in Python. We will be using something called Gradio for the UI, and yeah, I'm very excited to start this video. So yeah, let's go. All right. So first thing first, Gradio. So if you know what is Gradio, Gradio is a UI interface for AI and ML applications. And not just that, it is very clean way of doing the UI. So basically we can do stuff like, well, like, the reason why I thought I'll use Gradio for this project is I see a lot of Gradio UI on Hugging Face, and you know, I thought why not. So first thing first, I think what we are going to use is a input field where the user can enter YouTube video details, and then we take that video detail and download the file. So I haven't used Gradio much, and probably for this version maybe we can get away without using Gradio. Maybe let me just spend couple of minutes to see how difficult or hard it's going to be. Hmm. Just a second. Sorry, I'm distracted with another screen. But now I think I'm sorted. All right, let's see. Where are we right now? Hmm. PDF component example, lot of stuff. I mean, I thought that it works very well with. I thought it will work very well with Jupyter Notebook, but maybe it's not going to work that well. So maybe we should just jump into how to do stuff and then come back, because there are ways to just get information from Jupyter Notebook. We can just start with something very, very basic, and maybe I'll cover Gradio in the next video. Let's start. So let's say video chat dot notebook, right? Okay, so first thing first, we are going to use Python YouTube download. So I see that PyTube is quite famous. I was having a look at it earlier today. It has good popularity, so definitely worth having a look and see how they do it. So they say that import YouTube and then give the link of the video, streams first download. Mhm. Once we do download, then what? Hmm. Progressive file extension. That's quite nice. I think order by resolution takes the, okay, so you can choose the resolution as well, which is quite nice, and then download. I don't know what download you will be getting. Like, what I mean by that is what is the format and things like that from the video, or it will be a raw stream. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at any example or something they have given. They have docs. Just rest file docs. Maybe they have it here. Okay, so we download it. Installation, we know that pip install we have to do. Then what do we have to do? Downloading streams, only audio. Okay, so we can even download just audio. That's so good. I'm not sure what are the different. Oh, okay. So if you want audio, we can just pick one of the audio, like say audio MP4, WebM or something. It's weird because okay, okay. Enough of playing around. Let's get started. So first thing first, we need to download. Quick start from PyTube. Import YouTube. Sorry. We need to download the library itself. Pip install PyTube, and then we need to sorry. Alright, so we need to basically create a environment. Python so we are creating an environment now. Now we have environment. Let's use that one and then run. Okay, so because I use Visual Studio Code, I need to install some packages so that we can run the notebook. And well, look at it, we have done it. It is installed. Next we have to do is download. Okay, so now it's time to choose a good YouTube video, like a long YouTube video. I'm not sure what will be the thing that I want to download now. I'm just thinking. Not sure. Like, let's see. Programming in C. Long video we want. This is quite good. So this will be a good example.
Understanding data structures and algorithms.
So we take that video and yeah, so let's say yeah, we have it now. Next what we want to do is follow the documentation for downloading the video. YouTube stream filter file extension MP4. Yeah, okay. So first we need to create this YouTube stream stuff. Downloading a video, here we go, and then we can just say YT YouTube. Excuse me. Alright. So from PyTube import YouTube. Then YT YouTube is fine. YouTube.rewind, whatever. Just take our video. Next is I think we should change the video because I'm not sure if I want to run the 10-hour video through the podcast. See, I want a little bit shorter video, not like that long. Maybe an hour or something. Maybe programming in C pointers. Okay. This is a good one.
What's up guys, welcome back to this series on C
And we can take it, put here. Now next what we want to do is yt.stream only audio. We want to do this much at least in the first run. Let's see how well it does. All right, look at this. We have error. What is the error? Check availability interface to query dash. I have no idea what is error. I know that it's 400, which is bad error. But okay, let's see if we have it till here. Okay, now we have stream. Hmm. Okay, why not we just go back to the older formula like this? I saw somewhere right on their homepage doing something like this. Maybe it would work, maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's give it a shot again. No, we are still getting 400. So maybe the YouTube is, maybe this library is not as good as I thought it was, or maybe I don't know how to use it. Streams dot first. Let's have a look at this. Do we even what do we have it in stream? Always giving me bad errors. Yeah. But why? Yeah, I have access.
AJ?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see if because we saw this error as soon as we started using it, so maybe somebody else has seen this error. There you go. What? Please remember to reference. Okay, okay. This is not even a thing. So it happened yesterday. Weird. Very weird. Hmm. This is a fixed version which works perfectly called Py2Fix. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Alright, we'll try it now. Generally, this is how it goes. We will go through this now. Let's see. We got stream. We got stream. That's great. Now, what we want to do is we want to check how to download, right? Probably through this page itself somewhere. A lot of looks like it has a lot of features. Well, I don't like when people. Yeah, I don't like when people basically, you know, CC like fork something and then don't say it is forked, or maybe I don't know how to see, because then you don't know what are the changes from the base branch to the new branch, base repo to the new repo. Don't like it. That's it. Get audio only. That's nice, nice, nice. Let's give it a shot. Does it work? Looks like it's working because we have an mp3 file now. And with this, actually, with this, one of the big benefits that I'm seeing, if it happens, if we get the mp3, then we don't have to convert video to mp3 Although it's not a very complex one, I have seen it in Python. It's quite simple, but we don't have to do that. Let's see. Wow, it's taking too long. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see. How big is the file? No, it's 0. Looks like there is a problem. I hope maybe I was getting my hopes up too much. Hmm. A lot of supports are there even with playlist and all. Maybe we need to stop it and try it once again, because in modern day and age, okay, it could be that it's trying to run it. No, what I was saying was, in modern day and age, you don't expect a MP3 file to take that long to download. But maybe it has a different mechanism wherein it streams the whole thing, and it takes time because it's an 11-minute video. We'll give it another shot. Let's see where we are. I hope my audio and all the levels are okay. Yeah, I can see them. They're good. I can see the audio going in, and I hope that this audio gets downloaded. Wow, this is boring. I'm just looking also if there's something else. You can download subtitles, and all those things. Using channels, using all those stuff. What next to do? To download all videos from a channel. Oh, so cool. Well, this definitely is a improvement from the base branch, whatever we were looking earlier. I would like to see where we are with this right now. Just doesn't seem like anything is happening. Right? The video is taking too long. Let me just read the documentations real quick. If this is the behavior to expect, because usually this is the problem. Then this should be mentioned somewhere. Ah, I don't see anything. All right. Do we have the MP3? Super good. Super good. I'm super happy. Why I can't see? I can't hear. Seems like it's not working. I was happy for a moment, for a brief moment, and now I'm not happy. I'm just sad. Looks like it has some encoding issues or something. So yeah, we'll just wait for the MP4. This MP for the MP4 one. That's also not good. We don't have anything here. Finder.
What's up guys, welcome back to this series and D, comma, asterisk
Missing
PTR.
audio is there.
Here asterisk PTR gives the value stored in the PTR address, and since the value is in integer, I have used %d format specifier. Now let me run this code. As you can see, we have successfully accessed the value using the pointer variable. Remember, PTR
The audio. That's great. Now, what we need to do is use OpenAI Whisper model, and how to use it. I am not sure how to use it. They also have it on Hugging Face. That's great. When was it released? Usually OpenAI, I haven't seen them releasing a lot of good models. Don't see. Can't find. Sold. Alright, anyways. OpenAI introducing Whisper, view code, view model card, build transcript. OpenAI Whisper API. Speech to text, they call it. And how does it work? We need to download OpenAI, okay, and then we need to set up a client, take the MP3. Why can't we just use MP4? We'll try MP4 directly and see if the transcription generates. All right, all that is so good, all good and hunky dory. This is great. Go to the code. I think we have to do pip install pip install OpenAI. Now we install OpenAI. Next thing what we need to do is copy this whole code, and as for the file we just want to use MP4. I'm pretty sure we need the OpenAI key sometime. API key, yeah. The client will open API key environment variable. Okay. Let me just set up the key. I'm sorry. That's not what we want to do. Actually, I'm looking for a way to enter passwords. And Jupyter Notebook, secret, password, enter. Yeah, this one. I think that one. No, no, not that. Yeah, maybe secrets. Yeah, exactly. So this is. I think we should do it before. So import get pass. Okay, we just get pass dot get pass. Okay. So next we want to set up is open AI key equal to get pass into key, then we do export whatever, right? It's asking for the key. Let me just enter in the key. It will take me a moment to find my key. Come on, come on, come on. All right, I think that is the key. Give it a shot. No. Oh. Open API key, right? Open API key. It's there. Probably okay. We can still do API key. Okay. I hope we can do that now. Okay. It's taking some time, which could be good thing or it can be bad thing also. Just that's how it is. But I think it is a good thing because the more time it takes, maybe it's better. There it is. So with a little bit of magic and stuff, we have got it. Okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate a simpler way wherein we are just dealing with the text, because it seems like there are few ways that I can do. Like one way would be we take the whole file and then we split the files into smaller chunks, maybe using some sort of intelligence graph or something, wherein we read the audio levels, and when the audio levels are below threshold, we know that we can cut that particular part, and we can also look for some pauses, and then when we cut those videos into smaller videos and then we transcode those smaller videos, then we have a way to take the transcription that we have and map it to the time in the video. And the big benefit of that is going to be when you have when you find a match of something that the user is looking for, you know that that is the time at which this was found, and then you can tell the user, hey, go to that time, watch it, right? That is one way of doing it. We can do it actually. We can even, I mean, like from here the possibilities are endless, and I'll be more than happy to create next video wherein I can show you exactly what I can do and show you exactly what you want. Just drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know that you would want me to do that. I'll be more than happy to do it. These kind of things just excite me. And yeah, so here we go. We have the thing, and it's quite good, right? So there it is. Now, what we are going to do is I mean, like, I'm just setting the transcription equal to whatever. I'm like, once I have it, I don't want to spend more of my money into transcribing things again. Just doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Next thing. Next thing is we would want to install. Next thing is we want to install what I forgot now. Yeah, ChromaDB. ChromaDB and encode this. Now the thing is that in order to encode things like this, right, you would want to do, especially if you're dealing with vector databases, you would want to definitely cut your large data sets into smaller data sets so that you can find meaningful matches. The reason is that what would you do if the whole thing matches up? You don't want to send the, and this is an example, like I don't know what is the number of characters here. does it show or no? Okay, that's not good. Anyways, probably it's too much, right? And then see, this is just a small video that we are working with, guys. We are working with 10 minutes, 11 minutes of video. But what if you are working with a larger video, like I don't know, 10 hours video? You don't want to send the whole thing, so you would want a way to tokenize, and the simplest way would be to create, like, in this particular case, like I said earlier, if you cut the video with the silence and all, then you have a very good way of creating these smaller uh, tokens. Not the right way to say tokens. I think it's called something else. I'm forgetting. But you would want to create like smaller documents, and that would have been a great way of doing it. And since that I'm not doing it right now, but we can do it next time. Uh, Let me just have a look, and I'll be happy to do it the next time, next stream. Uh, okay, so what I'm going to do is probably use some sort of like splitting based on sentences. Simplest way would be Python split text by sentences. I think, yeah, that's, you know, NLTK is a great way of doing it actually. You take English.pickle and you tokenize. The person indicates what it does, blah blah blah. So you would want to install NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit. Alright, we will do that first. Let's run it so that this variable is set in the memory. Now this variable is set. We want to do pip install NLTK. Once that happens, we would want to do all of that. Okay, we just need the tokenizer from NLTK, right? So that's it. Just get the tokenizer. Yeah, what is that? I can't type code. That's not good. Okay. Do you think it would work? No. Return a pickle. What happened? I would imagine that the tokenizer might not be present, but it's failed. Mm-hmm. We need that, huh? Let's do that. Okay, so we have the tokenizer. Great. Great, great, great. Now we will just say tokenizer.tokenize of the thing, and let's see what do we get. Oh, I think it's called transcription here from here. You can see that now it's all split by sentences, which is perfect. Now I don't know what to do next. In this case, I think we should do some sort of grouping or not, because what I mean by that is, like I said, you don't want the content to be too large. At the same time, you also don't want the content inside these vector, like individual piece of tokens, to be too large or too small, because if it is too small it won't have any meaningful information, and it's very likely that you will miss out a lot of this information. So generally there is a size, there is a good size of this vector entity. I'm just using any word that I will keep using new and newer words until it makes sense, but I would say vector documents, right? So until these vector documents are Like you have to find the right size. In this case, I don't want to keep harping on that, but you know, if it is good, then it is good idea. So the good idea would have been definitely to cut the video and based on the audio levels and silence in between, because that's naturally how we paragraph things, and we kind of uh, group information. So we say something important generally all in one go, and then we take a pause, and then we start with the next context, next information. So definitely that would be the way, and that's what my gut tells me to do. But at this moment, what we are going to do is we will group them into groups of 5, and that should be good. So we'll say lines equal to tokenizers dot tokenize. I just want to make sure my audio is there. Very happy that my audio is still going on. All right, let's see. Lines. So we save it as lines, and then we go to code. I'm just going to do Python stuff. I can just do it here. Group the lines array by combining 5. I don't know. Okay, lines into a single string. So group lines. All right, we did. Let's run it and see what is group lines. And this is probably not how you would want to do production stuff, but it's good enough for the demo like this. Yeah, so we are seeing that some lines are grouped, and it's reasonably looking like a good size of information. And yeah, now we can start feeding it into ChromaDB. Let's go to ChromaDB. Okay, we go here. We'll install ChromaDB now. Once ChromaDB is installed, we want to initialize it, and we want to create a collection. It's taking too long, I feel. All right, here it is. Now we'll run it. Okay, it's fine. I don't like the collection name too much, but it's okay. We can live with it. I think there's also deleted row-based API coming soon. So stream the results. Okay, so we are going to feed the information now, and okay, we need some way of setting IDs also. Okay, so see, this is a good example of how you would actually want to do it in future, right? You would want to put information. So basically, this is your information that goes into the vector database. This would be the meta information about the vector database itself, not vector database, but this information itself. So what I mean by that is you should be telling very clearly where did you find this information from, for example. So when the LLM finds it, or when you find it during any search or any generation process, you can then refer to that particular source or wherever it came from, and then lead to meaningful actions. For example, if you split this audio by levels and silence and time, then you know when it was spoken in that video. So this kind of location information or the source information is very important, very critical for building anything complex, right? So yeah, that's where we are with this now, but I don't know what to do here with this. So we will some meta information should be there and some documents should be there. Okay, so then let's prepare some data for that before we insert it. So we'll say grouped lines we have. So grouped, sorry, I think I pressed the, okay, grouped lines metadata. Okay, there it is. So text line blah blah, I don't know, it's just something. Grouped lines ID. I don't like that, don't want to do that way. You would still want to do not like this. ID is equal to, so you would, what I would do is for line in, I would like to use the index of the line in as the document ID. There you go, we did it. Now we'll insert all this information: documents, group lines, grouped lines metadata, and then we want to insert the IDs also, group lines IDs. So we push all those information in and see where we are. Boom, we were grouped line metadata. I did not run it, so problematic. All right, looks like something is going to happen, and we should, okay, so the entire data is fed, which is great. Now we can query. Right, what is the results? So of course it will do something in, like, so basically what I mean to say now is that it's using something of a much simpler model to embed the data on. I don't know if it is definitely doing embedding for sure. I haven't seen, the reason why I was saying is I know that by default it uses some simple transformer, sentence transformer, and I did not see it getting downloaded. Maybe it was downloading while it was doing all of this, and yeah, I can see that it has downloaded the Hugging Face hub here, which is nice, and then somewhere behind the scene maybe it downloaded it. Okay, so basically it's using a very simple embedding. You can see that it's calculating distances and everything, which is fine, and it's doing the query also. Now we can say, what do we want to what do you want to see? I want to see what sort of data it was, so we can find some meaningful information. The PTR pointer points to address of age variable. Haven't already. Let's get the engagement score higher. As you can see, blah blah blah. See something, age variable. Yeah. Assigning value to pointer. Let's see. How to assign value to a pointer. Let's see what we get. variable using pointer. Similarly, we can. So, so this is not a very meaningful video, but it gives you a glimpse of how these things work. So we have these sections of the information from the video embedded into the vector database. Now we can search for information based on what the user wants in their own user's language, and you get information based on similarity rather than keyword search. You don't never want to do keyword search in 2024. It's not a good idea anymore. You'd always want to do some sort of similarity search. And now, how would this chatbot work? So we have this user getting information, asking information, and the system providing some information. We'd want to wrap all of this into a prompt and pass it to an LLM and let the LLM respond with an answer. And that's what we are going to do now. OpenAI Chat GPT 4.0 whatever 4.0 inference. How do you use it? I don't know this. Friends. Example. I just want to. Don't want to go through the cookbook. I like the cookbooks, but don't want to go through that too much. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? I would say let's go to the client library, OpenAI Python, and you are at the right spot. You do completion. Okay, so for a completion like this, it's okay to use GPT 4.0 mini because you're not doing too much reasoning, right? So, I mean, like I would not even want Open GPT 4.0 mini. I don't know how many parameters are there, but I would probably just throw in a Llama 8 billion or something, and then you get like decent answer. So there you go. I have a video coming up on that also, wherein I will use OpenAI top of the line model, use some Llama models in a simple scenarios where where your model doesn't have to do a lot of reasoning, and you know see compare their outputs in terms of quality, in terms of other stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. So here you go. I think we have already downloaded OpenAI for doing the whisper inference. So we will do it again. Go through the code. Bam. We already have the key in memory somewhere. I think it's called OpenAI key. Yeah. And messages role user. No, I'm actually confused at this moment whether or not I should use user or I should use system, because there will be a lot of default prompting, and that's why I would probably want to use LangChain. LangChain open. Yeah. I like LangChain. Let's see if they're using. Okay, so there it is. How do I say input and output? From template, pass the invoke information, and you're good. There's LM chaining invocation. Wow, it's too much work. I think I'm doing something mistake. I think I'm doing some mistake somewhere. I don't know. Put OpenAI. Chaining. There's a proxy. Blah blah blah. Okay. There you go. You want chat, and then probably here you'll get a better example. From messages, template, invoke. In fact, I'm looking for a simple example somewhere I have seen very recently, that's why. I have seen this one, but I'm not sure where it was. Okay. Conceptual guide. What the hell? LangChain Open AI chain. All right. I think again we are back to that one. Don't want that one. Probably it's okay if I use this. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we can use. I hope somebody breaks it down for us like this in a nicer way, because this is the last thing I want to do before conclude this video. So it would be nice if I can find a good example. Okay, anyways, if we don't find it, it's okay. So we will use. So I'm not going to use OpenAI like I said, their example, because I'm not sure where the system prompts and all those things will go. So we would want to install LangChain. Installation, pip install LangChain. We need to do that, and we to install pip install LangChain. Okay, all right, that's good. That's nice. Maybe we have to install that. I don't know. LangChain prompt, we need to define LLM now. LLM, we can just say OpenAI. We need to install. We need to install LangChain OpenAI. Alright, that's fine. I don't remember if it had underscore or not. Yeah, it had hyphen. Okay, let's install that. Boom, installed with tokenizer, everything super good. Next stuff, definitely. Okay. All right, so we are in the right spot, I feel. Now we need to just create a great prompt. Okay. So first we need to define, usually for prompt design, you would want to define a role for the, usually for a prompt design, you would want to define a role of the user, of the LLM. And in this case, I'm going to define a role. You are a C programming instructor. You're explaining to us, not too much. C programming instructor, and you can only answer from the context that is given to you, right? Now, question. Now, context based on the question, and the context answer the question. Is not present in the context. Do not, this is important because sometimes you, like, that's one of the big benefit of using these models in the RAG setup. because you can control the context, and by controlling the context you can also control the hallucinations, because it's always a big problem to control the hallucination. So I do that based on the question and the context. Answer the question, do not provide any information that is not present in the context. This seems okay. Now let's find the question and answers. What am I going to do here? Well, this is the question. I would just define it here. Question equal to paste, and then you define it here as well as the question. So when we change question, we don't have to copy and paste bunch of things all over the place. Next is results. You would want to just do import json dumps results dot I don't know, this looks like a object, so maybe it's a dictionary. Okay, so results dot documents comma, and I don't know. Okay, fine. I do not know what to do with the indent, so there you go. We got this, we got the question, we got this. We need to define the question, of course. Now we can run the chain with these things like question is question, and context is not transcription. It's too large of a context. Actually, there is something that I want to talk to you about that also, and that is, if like for a small transcriptions, it might be beneficial not to have this whole rack setup, right? And what do I mean by that is, if you have a rack setup and for a small context, say your file is 700 800 lines, you can just pass the whole file. You don't have to go through the trouble of populating a chroma db, doing the query, cosine similarities and stuff like that. No need to do any of those. What you can do in some those situations is just pass the entire context. And that's why for a lot of LLM LLMs, people prefer, if their context window is very large, then you can kind of bypass this rack system altogether. But then when your data is really 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 large, right? If it is like, say, I don't know, thousands of lines of files and stuff, then it just is out of question. So yeah, that was about that. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I need to save it somewhere. So I will say results documents, or just say context equal to, so we can define that way. Now we can just pass that context. Can we run it? Of course it will fail. Say, hey, where is my key? And here is your key, bro. API key. There you go. Here's a key. Run it, and you have the answer. Okay, that's about it, I think, in terms of the entire flow. So to summarize, of course I'll change a question also just to see. uh, how to read a pointer's value, because we all know that the pointer will have actually address of the other pointer will have the address of the other variable in memory, so you can't really read it. You have to use some sort of special characters, right? It's been a very long time since I did C. What I mean by that is I did C programming, and it's been a long time. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's run it. Let's see what to get. To read a pointer's value, you need to use the asterisk symbol before the pointer variable name. This will give you the value stored at the memory address by the pointer. There you go. So the context is working. It's fetching some information which is using to fill this information. I don't know what was there in the context last time, but we can check now what was the context that we sent. In our last time we access the value of the variable using pointer variable. Similarly, we can change the value of variable using pointer variable. With the help of the example, here we created a this was a memory address of the age variable. In this asterisk symbol is attached to pointer. So many things that this asterisk pointer and try to point the address using the asterisk pointer, which is wrong. This is because asterisk pointer gives, so it's giving the right kind of information, of course with a better model for embedding in ChromaDB and a better breaking of information. We can definitely improve the system a lot, but here we are in a situation where we took a video, we got converted and transcribed the video, used the transcription to feed a vector database, use the user query to find the relevant information from the transcription, and then using all the information we generated a natural sounding answer. I think that's about it. That summarizes pretty much what we did today. Now there is a lot of improvements I would like to do in this system. I would first of all the break the information, the entire information in a more meaningful way, and add the ability to look back and code the sources. So when the model says something, it can provide you a reference also saying that it is coming from here. So that would be nice. And these are some of the improvements that I would do with this system. And yeah, but I think with this we have reached to the end of our stream. Feel free to feed me your you know your thoughts and let me know what you thought, how well we did, how bad we did. Feel free and like or dislike the video, subscribe to my channel or don't, your choice. But if you subscribe, I'll be happy, and there will be far more videos that I'll be creating in future. So with that, that's just about it, I would say. Just a second. All right. So, all right. So finally, here we are. Very happy to share whatever we did today. So this file, I will add it into the GitHub and put a link to this file in the description, so we all can see and provide feedback there as well. Looking forward to creating the next uh, workshop and create something more cooler and better. Well, thank you so much and see you soon.